everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Lena, and today we're going to talk about something that almost everyone knows is important but still struggles to stay consistent with. And that is exercise, not just as a physical activity, but as something that can completely change your mindset, your daily routine, and even the way you see yourself and your life.
Hi guys, I'm Maya, and I'm really excited about today's topic because honestly, exercise used to be something I avoided all the time. I always had excuses like I'm too tired or I'll start tomorrow. But when I finally took it seriously, I realized that it's not just about looking better. It's about feeling stronger, more confident, and more in control of your life.
That's actually something a lot of people can relate to. Because in the beginning, most of us don't start exercising because we love it. We start because we want to change something about our bodies, like losing weight or getting fit. But over time, if we stay consistent, we begin to notice deeper changes, especially in our mental health and daily energy levels.
Exactly, and I remember when I first started, I couldn't even do a simple workout without feeling exhausted, and I used to compare myself to others and feel discouraged. But slowly I realized that progress is personal, and the real goal is not to be better than someone else, but to be better than who you were yesterday.
That's such an important point. And I think one mistake people make is expecting quick results. Like they think if they work out for a week or two, they should already see a big difference. But the truth is, real transformation takes time, patience, and consistency. And that's where most people give up too early.
Yes, and social media sometimes makes it worse because you see people with perfect bodies and you think they achieved that overnight. But what we don't see is the months or even years of effort behind it, and that can create unrealistic expectations for beginners.
Let's talk about motivation, because that's something people always ask about. Like, how do I stay motivated? And honestly, motivation comes and goes. It's not something you can rely on every single day. What really matters is discipline, showing up even when you don't feel like it.
I completely agree, and for me personally, I had to change my mindset. Instead of asking myself, do I feel like working out today? I started asking, do I want to feel proud of myself later? And that small shift really helped me stay consistent even on days when I felt lazy.
That's a really powerful way to think about it. And another thing that helped me was setting small, realistic goals instead of big, overwhelming ones. Like instead of saying, I'm going to work out every day for 2 hours, I started with just 15 or 20 minutes a few times a week.
Yes, starting small is so underrated, because when you make it easy, you're more likely to stick with it. And once it becomes a habit, you naturally start doing more without forcing yourself too much.
Let's also talk about mental health, because this is something people don't talk about enough when it comes to exercise. But it has a huge impact. Like when I work out regularly, I notice that I feel less anxious, less stressed, and more focused throughout the day.
Same here, and I think it's because exercise gives you time to disconnect from everything, like your phone, your problems, and just focus on your body and your breathing. And that kind of break is really important in today's busy world.
Another thing I've noticed is that exercise improves sleep. Like when I stay active during the day, I fall asleep faster and my sleep quality is much better. And that affects everything else, like your mood, your energy, and your productivity.
That's so true, and it creates a positive cycle, because when you sleep better, you have more energy to work out. And when you work out, you sleep better. So everything starts to improve step by step.
Let's talk about people who say they don't have time to exercise, because that's one of the most common excuses. But the truth is, you don't need hours. Even 10 or 15 minutes of movement can make a difference if you do it consistently.
Exactly, And there are so many simple things you can do, like walking, stretching, or doing basic exercises at home. You don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment to get started.
And honestly, the hardest part is just starting. Because once you begin, it gets easier over time, your body adapts, your mind gets used to it, and it becomes part of your routine.
Yes, and I think people should focus more on how exercise makes them feel, not just how it makes them look, because the feeling of strength, energy, and confidence is what really keeps you going.
Let's talk about confidence for a moment. Because this is something that changes a lot when you start exercising regularly. You begin to feel stronger not just physically but mentally as well.
I agree, and for me, it wasn't even about looking different. It was about knowing that I'm capable of pushing myself, of staying consistent, and of achieving something through effort. And that feeling is incredibly powerful.
Another important topic is comparison. Because a lot of people compare themselves to others and feel discouraged. But everyone has a different starting point, different body type, and different journey.
Yes, and comparison can really kill your motivation. So it's better to focus on your own progress. Even small improvements matter, like being able to do one more push-up or run a little longer.
Before we end, let's give some advice to beginners. Because I know a lot of people listening might want to start but don't know how.
My advice would be, don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect time. Just start with something simple today, even if it's just a short walk, because starting is the most important step.
And my advice would be patient with yourself. Don't expect perfection. And don't give up if you miss a day. Just keep going. Because consistency over time is what really creates results. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. We really hope this conversation inspired you to take that first step and start your fitness journey.
And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent, and your future self will thank you for it.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.
Stay healthy, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye everyone!